In autism diagnoses, new data highlights big differences when it comes to Black children and autism. We have 3 things to know. Thing 1, let's talk about the latest research from the CDC. It shows that 1 in 36 children are diagnosed with autism. Now, this is an increase from 1 in 44 children just 2 years ago. Among those children, Black children are often misdiagnosed with intellectual disabilities or mood disorders first before being correctly diagnosed with autism. Dr. Brian Boyd, a professor at UNC Chapel Hill, explains how this negatively impacts Black children.
It can take up to 3 years after a Black parent initially expresses concerns to their provider before their child is actually diagnosed. They don't necessarily get access to the same quality of care as their white counterparts.
What does that do for their development and then once they head into society as a full adult?
So if you're missing out on these critical windows of development, that's ultimately going to affect the quality of life someone's going to have as an adult.
Now, there is some good news. That's thing 2. For the first time ever, data from the CDC indicate that rates of autism among Black and white children are about the same. Take a look at this. Prevalence is lower among white children than any other racial and ethnic group. That means the gap is closing. These changes reflect an improvement in outreach, screening, and destigmatization of autism diagnosis among minority communities. Progress, but there's more work to be done. That leads us to thing 3. There are still barriers remaining. A study published in January found Black children had less access to autism services than white children during the 2017-2018 academic year. Black families also face other barriers such as fewer health care resources, lack of insurance, and difficulty accessing specialists. Understanding and addressing these disparities is crucial for ensuring that Black children with autism receive timely and appropriate care, leading to better long-term outcomes. Well, coming up on Your Side tonight.